Is this a pen? Is this a pen right here?
Yo, we back at it again, man. We're going for the gusto. We the podcast. You know, I got the guys with me, man. We missing one of the guys, but you know, he on the road right now. You know, shout out to Rick. You know what I'm saying? He going up there to be with his old lady family. You know what I'm saying?
My boy.
He travels, you know what I'm saying? And we make sure we got this thing rolling, man. So, you know, I got the big cheesy with me. I got Way Too Cool, and I got Sam, man. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to him. He just got married last week, 2 weeks ago.
Hey, you alright?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
What you say?
I just want to say one thing. Why this man got on this hat? He looked like somebody pastor.
Yeah, you already know what time it is. I'm here to lay down that knowledge and them blessings for y'all boys.
Hey, boy, listen. I think, boy, that hat look like it belonged to Anthony Hamilton, boy. You better stop, boy.
Yeah, boy, don't get me singing on here now. For real.
Hey, hold on. The man
I'll sing your testimony in here.
The man looked like he was supposed to be the pastor from Trapped in the Closet.
Hey, but he too cool. But he way too cool,
man.
Cool.
I want to ask you, man, how y'all feeling though, man?
Feeling good, man. Feeling great.
Man, feeling good, man. Shoot, man. Thanksgiving literally is this week, man. You know, I'm just ready.
In about 12 hours, less than that.
Shoot, listen. Hey, y'all can get that low vibrational plate tomorrow.
I have two of them things.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have two of them things and them cottonelles with me. You hear me?
It's a beautiful day to be thankful, baby.
Oh,
shoot. I'm about to make room for everything. You hear me? I'm about to make room for everything, boy.
I got beans, greens, potatoes.
See, I'm gonna make time for people. You start making room. I'm gonna make time for people. Listen, I want everybody out.
So, man, check this out, man. These are the topics I got for y'all, man. So we're gonna talk about Jeff Saturday and his win last week and the words that Bill Cowher said. We kind of spoke about this amongst the group, and we want to hear y'all thoughts as well, but we're going to spit that to y'all. And we also going to talk about Zach Wilson being benched today, and we're going to talk about these power rankings, man, because, you know, sometimes that job really don't matter, but, you know, it's a conversation, a topic, because especially what happened with college football power rankings, playoff rankings the other night. Jesus. But, yeah, man, so.
Go Gamecocks.
Yeah,
all right, go ahead. Let's kick it off.
Check this out, man. So, I don't know if y'all got a chance to hear what he had to say, man, but Bill Cowher has some foul words, in my opinion, about Jeff Saturday's win and what he did with the Colts on last Sunday, not just past Sunday, but last week Sunday. And I just want to hear y'all thoughts on it, man. So, y'all know. Go ahead and let me hear something, Queso.
All right, so for the people that don't know what Bill said, so I'm going to just paraphrase. So essentially he said Jeff, you know, essentially had opportunities to be a part of the Colts staff for the last couple of years, for the last 2, 3, 4 years. He had opportunities, but he turned them down for his own personal reasons. This year he was talked into being a consultant for the year. He agreed. So, you know, essentially he could spend more time with his family, you know, do the TV thing. You know, he wanted to be on TV, wanted to explore other avenues. But we all know the Colts fired Mark Wright. You know, him and Jim Irsay. Frank? Yeah, Frank. See, that's how bad the coach was. I don't know his first name.
Don't do that man like that now. Don't do that, man. But go ahead.
No, essentially, but excuse me, Frank. So Jeff and Jim Irsay, they got a close relationship. You know, of course, he played for the Colts for 14 years. They got a pretty good relationship. Consultant, he obviously trusts him enough to say, "Hey, Jeff, I know you told me no to be an assistant head coach, but hey, we got, you know, since you're our consultant, you know what's been going on with the team. I trust you to come over and lead this team. You know, what do you say?" The man said yes. Then he had his coaching debut, not last week, but the week before. he got to win. And, you know, Bill Cowher, he has some things to say. So he essentially said that essentially Jeff Saturday disrespected the process of hiring because he doesn't have any experience coaching in the NFL level nor the college level. Yeah, he got some high school, but what does that really say about the guys who already been a part of the coach staff who was more qualified than him? So that's what he said. That's just paraphrasing.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on it? And then whatever you say, I'm gonna ask you a question after, because since you played in them trenches yourself, like I'm gonna ask you a question, and then I just want to hear your thoughts, and I'm gonna ask you a question.
Well, I say to the newer generation, to the generation that watch Jeff Saturday play, we watched him play. These are all guys who they're 26, they're 26, 20, they're 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. They all watch Jeff Saturday play. He's a Hall of Famer. Is he in the Hall of Fame now?
I wouldn't say he's a Hall of Famer, but I think that the work that he's done made
so from what we saw growing up, the work that he's put in, I feel like young players, and some older players, some veterans, they can like get behind that. They be like, hey, he knows what it feels like to play. He knows what it feels like to put your body on the line. He knows what it feels like. Even though coaches, they played football too, but it's been so long ago. But now you got somebody who's fresh, who's essentially freshly retired. He's been in the NFL for 14 years. He's been around all-pro Hall of Fame players. He knows what it feels like. He knows what it feels like. He knows what it feels like to be me. He knows what it feels like to the players, to the locker room. He knows what it feels like. So, yeah, in a sense to say, yeah, he doesn't really have the qualifications or credentials. Yeah, that's true. But I wouldn't say don't down the man because how he got hired. That's not his fault.
Yeah.
You really got to go talk to Jim Irsay.
Yeah, really. You got
to how
he feel, because he's essentially saying, yo, I don't even trust my staff. I'd rather go get my consultant to be my coach. I don't even trust y'all. So that's more reflection on the coaching staff than it is on Jeff Saturday. Y'all, you gotta look at them.
Come on.
You can't blame Jeff when he got hired. You gotta go look at that coaching staff and be like, hey, are y'all really good enough? Do y'all think y'all owner like y'all?
Come on. Hey,
like, don't blame Jeff.
Can I add to that?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because he said it all for us, and I don't even got to say much after he said what he just said. Listen, we like my boy Queso said, we should not be pointing fingers at Jeff Saturday. Listen, I don't care how much anger you got because you feel some kind of way because a guy got hired and he ain't coached before. That don't have nothing to do with you nor him. Look, he was offered the opportunity. How about you go talk to the people that gave him the opportunity about it? But the people that gave him the opportunity, how about this? They gave it to him for a reason. If you're a design football team and you want to win, and you know a guy that's capable of doing it, you know a guy that got a Super Bowl in his belt with Peyton Manning, you know a guy that can doggone get in them trenches and help. Bro, listen, I always say this, and I hate being biased. Sometimes when you run the football, you can win. Jeff Saturday was on that line. What the coach did, they ran the football.
Mess around.
Guess what? The Eagles. Come on, and where were the coach struggling at in the beginning of the year? The offensive line.
Yep.
And ever since Jeff Saturday took place, Jonathan Taylor has a breakout game. Be mindful. Yeah, he's been sitting down. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? The line has been opening up holes we haven't seen this whole season. And that's been opening up the playbook for the coach. So you can't tell me that they didn't think about this when they hired the man. I ain't got nothing else to say.
The man was a consultant. He knows.
Hey, listen.
So go ahead.
Listen, Jonathan Taylor running the ball. Y'all hold on to that, ladies and gentlemen, because that's going to be a key point later. But listen to me now. I've been telling y'all, boy, listen. The way how you judge people based off of their coaching skills tells you about yourself as a person. So you can't be upset with somebody if somebody sees a potential in you to do greater, And if you're not getting into that position, why hate off the man? See, this is where it becomes a difference between hating and appreciating what somebody is bringing to the table. It's the whole conversation. This man, he comes in, he takes the job, and then he leads them to a victory. And then you get on the stand and you say that it's petty. I don't like it. So I understand what he said from what Cal said from the standpoint of saying that the people that are qualified and people that have been there for years, for the type of way that I work, I understand when you see somebody come from behind you and they get a job before you and you feel like you put that work in, you've done that. That's all fine and dandy. But that doesn't change down what's put on paper here. If I hire this man and he gets me a dub, you can't take that away from that man. And this man, it's not like he came here and said, hey, let me get this job over him. He's looking at it like, hey, how can I help the team? They came to me.
And then he had the nerve to throw in there like he was saying, oh, but he denied the offer 4 years. You know what I'm saying? For 4 years, he was offered it.
Yeah, man, that was for him to get on camera and say all that. That's despicable.
Who are you to tell somebody when they can't accept a job, or when they?
So I'm supposed to be great, but you want me to be great?
Nah, that's a fact though. My question,
crazy.
Right? It's like.
Who are you to tell somebody when they can't accept the job?
Listen,
that's crazy. With this man.
So, geez, when you playing in the trenches, right? Do you feel like he's well deserving of that job because of his trench play? Because when you playing in the trenches like that, you got to call the protection a lot of times, correct? And so you got to be able to communicate within. You got to be heard amongst that line. So more times than not, you're gonna be heard from you got to hear because. Like high school wise, you got the band playing and you got the crowd. So, of course, a lot of times we don't hear that being on the field itself. All we hear is the play call and the whistle blow. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, when you hearing that protection, when you hearing that from your center, right? Do you end up in a sense, do you understand him more? Do you respect him more as a man because he has to make those calls, right? Now, of course, in that situation, he was doing that for Peyton Manning, or Peyton may have saw something that he couldn't see because at the same time, he only can see the 4 men in front of him in the mic. He can't see all the way to the corners, right? So he can't call out coverage, per se. So if he may see a stunt, he may can call it and this and that and third. And we all seen it firsthand as well that Jeff Saturday getting Peyton Manning's face. So do you think as a whole, as that team, and Sam, you can answer this as Frog as well, but do y'all think as a whole is that team looking at him as this man done cursed out Peyton Manning? We all done seen this before. This man, we done seen this man. We done see Reggie Wayne stop. We done see Jeff Saturday stop Reggie Wayne from punching Peyton in the mouth. This man got some type of respect within this organization. So, do you feel like the team is respect him because of what he's done? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times sinners don't get that type of love like that. So that's what I'm asking.
Well, now I'm sorry, and I know K's supposed to be answering. I'm sorry, but this is my team, so you know what I'm saying. I take a lot of pride in the Peyton Manning and Jeff Saturday relationship.
Speak your truth.
It is the same relationship I had with me and Cheese playing football, and it's basically like, Sam, I'm here, and you ain't, you know what I'm saying? And it's no, but you ain't seeing what I'm seeing. But that's okay because we both have to be able to have those tension moments to understand each other's demographics. Because Jeff Saturday went through that, he not only has mastered the core of football, because the offensive defensive line is the core of football. Mm-hmm. If you ask anybody, if the ball is not snapped, you cannot play football. Mm-hmm. That's just real. Mm-hmm. If the trenches don't move, you cannot get protection. If the trenches don't move, you cannot run the ball. That is just the overall core of the concept. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So for him to be able to see that side and to be able to sit down with a veteran quarterback and see the also other side of the play, hey, I can break this down to a science now. I can break this down a little easier. So no, I don't put no limits on Jeff Saturday in regards of what he can and what he cannot do in regards to the game, because he has experienced the game not only from the position he played, but also playing with veterans, a Hall of Famer at that. that has been known to be argumentatively the best. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who you talking to, you know, you know what I'm saying. It just, I'm just being honest. So if we get that view of people that can break down plays the way Peyton was able to do it, and the way Jeff Saturday, you've seen the clips, you've seen the arguments, you've seen, you know what I'm saying, you've seen every day. Jeff Saturday told Reggie he can't throw you the ball because he don't have protection on the right side.
But all right. So I see, we kind of getting a little long-winded with this topic. Y'all cool if I wrap it up? Y'all cool if I
wrap it up?
Absolutely.
Wrap it up.
All right. So when the whole thing came out and he was like, the whole thing came out, he had his press conference. Guess what the man said? Yo, I'm a leader of men. That's it. That's all you got to say. He said, if I come in here and I do a good job, that's good. If I come in here and go 0-7 for the rest of the season, okay, I tried. What are you losing? You're not losing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You already was kind of playing bad. So what else you got to lose? What else you got to lose? You ain't got nothing else to lose. If you couldn't get it done with the staff you already had before, what makes you think, if I make Reggie Wayne my head coach, what I gonna do? Y'all still gonna have the same, it's still gonna be the same culture. Like, y'all wasn't getting it done. The man just said, yo, I'm a leader, man. And I'm gonna lead this team the best way I know how. And he's doing it. He got to win his first game. He almost beat the Eagles last week.
Bro, come on.
Even though he don't got the qualifications, he stepped in. He was uncomfortable. He stepped into an uncomfortable role. He stepped in as a man and as a leader to lead a team that he was already the consultant for. So he knows the ins and outs of the team. He knows what's wrong with the team. He was the consultant for a reason. He knows what's wrong. He's going to come in, implement some new things. He's probably going to refresh some things that's already placed within the culture, just refresh them and get people on board. And, he's going to earn his respect. He already has respect as being a player. Now he had to step in, get his respect as a coach, what I think he's getting. It showed last week. It showed in his first game.
Come on.
We just got to wait and weigh it out. We just got to wait and weigh it out.
I'm going to say this, and I'll leave it at that. I would say this. I think he on the phone talking to Tony.
I was stupid, man.
Tony on the. Hey, listen. And I tell that boy to hit the backside. He got my 11 times.
You know what I'm saying? But
my satellite ain't kicking in. Y'all know Tony got them things on him.
Hey, my closing statement to it. The only thing I got to say to that, to answer you, Cheese, my closing statement is I say this all the time, but I made this up. Y'all can Google it because you ain't gonna find it. Knowledge without experience yields ignorance. But when you got knowledge with experience, that equates to wisdom. That's the only thing that I'm gonna say before I pass that on. I made that up. You can't Google it because it ain't there.
Hey, boy. Hey, listen.
Can you say it again for me so I can write it down?
Don't make me do it. Y'all call me Anthony Hamilton today. I'll get started.
Let us know down in the comments what y'all think about Jeff Saturday. Think about what Bill Cowher said. Give us some pushback. We'll write your back.
We need
that.
We'll
write your back now.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. We gonna write your back.
Yeah,
James. Let's get to this. Let's get to that next topic, though.
So check this out, man. So we're gonna talk about Zach Wilson being benched after the words that he said. So Zach Wilson had 9 completions, and they punted the ball to a total of 10 times.
James, do you want me to read it for you? Wait.
And one of the 10 of them punts got returned for a touchdown and won the Patriots that game. And you know what he said after the game? He said,
what do you think?
Did you let the defense down? And he said, no. And you know what happened Tuesday? The guy got benched by Wednesday because they had the conversation already Tuesday night.
Yeah.
They said, hey, check this out. So we actually going to go through with this. I done talked to Big Joe and we just gonna sit you down for a while and you gotta get your thoughts together. Don't go to that doggone book club. You know what I'm saying? And try to, stay away from all that. You need to stay in the film room like Kyler Murray need to do, But something ain't right. And we got to get this together because you're the second overall pick and we paying you big money. And Sam, go ahead and read them things off for me, sir.
So just like you said, man, listen, in the 7 games played this season, Wilson only completed 55.6% of his passes. All right? For 1,279 yards, 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. You threw more interceptions than you threw touchdowns. Let's go here. Let's go back to the fast guys. Okay? And then on top of that, Wilson had the fewest touchdowns through 20 career starts among active quarterbacks.
Oh, hold on. I saw this crazy graphic. It was Zach Wilson compared his first 20 starts to Jamarcus Russell. Oh my God. I was like,
Jamarcus Russell had better stats than him?
Jamarcus Russell got better stats than Zach Wilson. You don't do this.
The stats so similar, like the 55% completion rating. The yards per attempt is like 6.3 to Jamarcus Russell's is 6.5. It's like 2 or 3 more stats. It's like literally the same in the first 20 career starts. What that
y'all about to make Zach Wilson the worst quarterback in NFL history.
Listen. So me saying that lets you know that cheese is not lying. Check me out now. Check me out. Here we go. 9 of 22 passes for 77 yards. In this league, if you ain't throwing that 2-piece, what you doing today?
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna give you another crazy stat. In the second half, the Jets only averaged 2.7 inches of yards.
Come on.
2.7 inches of yards.
Well, let's chalk that up to Bill Belichick and Matt Judon and them boy though.
No, boy.
What do you mean?
No.
You gotta chalk that up to Matt Judon and them boy.
No, yeah, and no. Yeah,
no.
Dude,
yeah.
It's all right. That's what
Hey,
Bill Belichick. You're not do that now.
2.1.
That is Bill Belichick. It is Bill Belichick, but at the same time.
But follow me though. It's a yeah.
2.5 inches.
Please, Queso, tell him, Queso.
It's a yeah and no.
Tell him, Queso.
If you don't got no quarterback to lead, if you don't got a quarterback that's confident enough to lead your offense, and you only getting 2.7 inches of a yard average. Hold on. Keep following me. I know a defense can be a good defense, but when the last time you see an offense playing a number 1 defense or a top 5 or a top 10 defense that only averaged 2.7 inches of a yard?
I will say we would have to dig into that. All I'm gonna say
who the number one defense in the league right now?
I can't, Sam. But you
wait a minute. All I'm gonna say is in that Super Bowl, them Seattle Seahawks put a butt cutting on them Broncos now.
I know, but then the Broncos still had yards like they still averaged like 3-4 yards.
A carry or a down, whatever.
Oh yeah, like a down or something. But
listen,
2 inches. What you got to do with 2 inches?
Bill Belichick, them boys got.
I can see what you can't do with it.
All right, so James, I'm gonna say this. I don't care if you're the best defense. Who is the best defensive team in the league right now?
I got you right now. Hold on.
Like who statistically proven? Not our opinion. Statistically proven. Who is the best?
But all I'm saying is
so
when you see something like that happen. Like two
you
inches.
don't. You see it when
I don't think I've ever heard that happen before, but
that's the only time you see it. You see it when Zach Wilson is that quarterback.
You see it on Madden. You got that thing on Hall of Fame.
So like you can give like Bill Belichick defense like all the credit in the world, but you still got to be a quarterback that can like move the ball. If you call an audible into a run play or you call an audible to a pass play to get your receivers in line to make the adjustments on the offensive line. Come on, man. You gotta at least average a yard. At least
If
average
you
a
throwing
yard.
if you're throwing the ball 31 times,
the
it's
best
unacceptable to tell me only 9 of those passes landed. I'm telling you right now. Like if you threw the ball 31 times and you had to come back and relate to me and tell me that only 9 of them hit a receiver, we got a problem.
no,
See, that's already a problem within itself.
that's absolutely true. And so this is the stats for the defense, for total defense now. So you got 49ers at 1, you got the Eagles at 2, you got the Denver Broncos at 3, surprisingly. That says a lot.
Well, the Denver Broncos is not a surprising team. They lose, but listen, they are really holding teams like at a small amount of points. Like
and then listen, even those teams.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What the? Ain't no way, bro. Dog. And so also with that being said, you got New England at 4. So you got the 49ers, the Eagles, the Denver Broncos, and the New England Patriots. So for y'all that don't know, Cheese just had a baby shower over the past weekend, and that may be one of the toys that's for his newborn boy that's about to be coming here pretty soon. And so his lovely wife, baby mama, however y'all want to call her, is toying with him in the room you're recording. So we appreciate her for giving us this comedy relief, but we gonna need you to leave about the room, please, man. Love you dearly now, but hey, boy.
Oh my goodness gracious, man. But for the most part of it, I'm gonna tell you right now, if Zach Wilson don't get no better, I'm sorry, we might have to part ways. That was just a pitiful display of that was a pitiful display of football, man.
That was the
help it.
worst football anybody had ever seen. Like, I don't even think they did that in middle school football. Like, I don't even.
I didn't believe it.
Hey,
the man need to go pay with the Pee Wee League with doing that.
Hey, way too cool.
2 inches.
But Little League is more yards than that, boy.
Right.
What?
So check this out.
Like,
man.
dude, I feel like his mama heard that stat. She said, "What?" Like, they didn't believe that. Like, that's crazy.
So check this out, man. I think they end up moving forward from him here pretty soon because of just like it's just not going how we expected it to go, man. So
I think his conversation in the locker room is what really his conversation in the locker room and his demeanor in the locker room is what like really told them like, all right, we about to turn our heads from you because like people be having faith. You hear me? People be having faith and they be like, all right, maybe it's something we need to fix to give the quarterback a better opportunity, this, and the third. But to walk in and take no blame, to walk in the locker room and take no blame.
The man said, no. If I'm a Sauce Gardner, I swear you gotta hold me back because I'm about to fight. You gotta hold me back.
The man said no.
You
just said no.
Down. We held the Patriots to 3 points. All you had to do was score a touchdown, and we win the game. Or lead them down the field or score a field goal to win 6-3.
And the man
hey, Bob, you feel like you ain't been helping us out? No.
Hey, real quick before we move on.
Label this. The man said no. That's the title.
That's a dirty
The man said no.
That's nasty work.
Hey,
you might be in the episode that the man said no.
That's a dirty man.
So Zach Wilson is 8-12 as a starter. Jamarcus Russell is 6-14. Wilson was number 2 and had 13 touchdowns and 13 passing touchdowns and 16 interceptions with a 70.7 passer rating, right? So then you got Jamarcus Russell, with a completion percentage of 55.6 and what Sam said, 6.3 per attempt. So then, with that being said, right? And then I see what y'all just saw with the 2.5 yard. So Russell also averaged. He also had 15 touchdowns and 13 interceptions with 70.6 passer rating. And he also had a 52% completion percentage, and also had a 6.2 passing yard per attempt. So
similar numbers.
Them boy got the same numbers. The only difference is he won 2 more games than he did. If we really look at it. But the thing is though, does he end up do? But and we gotta leave it like this, and then go on to the next thing. Does he turn it around? Yes or no?
Boo.
No, he's not gonna get the
No.
opportunity.
Trash.
He ain't gonna make it.
Dumpster juice.
I think
He not gonna make it.
I think he turned it around. So
He
check
can't-
this out,
he
man.
can't be
No, I'm
recyclable.
not saying he can't. I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying he won't get the opportunity. Well, after you perform like this and then you go in the locker room and just act like they the problem. I ain't the problem. When you walk around stuck, the people look. The people said the man was in the walking around after the game was like he was not a problem, and it rubbed a lot of players the wrong way. So if you walking around like that and the coaching staff and everybody else in that Jets community notice that, bro, listen, you're not gonna be afforded the opportunity. You
If
about to
Zach
be,
Wilson turn that team around, I'm gonna do the hokey pokey.
hey, that man about to be sitting on the bench by himself next game.
Hey, we gotta go to the next
So
topic.
check this out. So wait.
If Zach Wilson turn that team around, I'm gonna do the hokey pokey.
Wait. The NFL power rankings, right?
Oh, that's the next topic. Let's go.
Check this out. I just see some job that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I want to know if y'all agree with this. So of course, Kansas City at 1. They ain't nobody really rocking with Kansas City for real. You got Philly at 2. You got Buffalo at 3. You got Miami at 4. You got the Dallas Doodle Bop freaking Nanny Pop Cowboys at 5 over the Vikings at 6. Then you got
as we should. As we should.
Tennessee and New York Giants. Now, make it make sense, America.
The top four ain't nothing wrong. The top 4.
Hey, what if I was at on that list?
Mind you, I do know that they did wax the brick. They did beat the bricks off of doggone Minnesota.
So did
Dallas by 40, boy.
Dallas by 40, boy.
Now,
Hashtag.
but at the same time, Minnesota still got a better record than them, boy. Now I know you only as good as your last game.
You know what?
So
I drew a picture of you, James. I drew a picture.
No. Now we all know why the Cowboys beat them, boy. Now
I'm just answering your question.
Hey, James, I drew a picture of you just so you can see, because I know you don't like them Dallas Cowboys. This you sleeping on the Dallas Cowboys,
and that's cool. That's cool. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, and I know I'm asleep. Check this out. The reason why now y'all beat them boy because of y'all pass rush, right?
Listen, but then let me tell you something. That don't matter. All the power we can say is that Cowboys beat Minnesota and Minnesota beat poor teams, and then they're supposed to be 8-1, but then you let 6-4 Dallas Cowboy team come up in the spot and beat you. That's all the rankings say.
That's all that matters. And then they beat them by 37.
All they care about was what the results were. And the results were you lost by 37. So guess what?
37.
You get jumped over. Easy. You get jumped over.
Now,
hold on. So
Dallas Cowboys look like they're on their way up.
Read that list to me all the way up to 7. Number 7. Read it up to me to number 7. Number 1.
We got Kansas City.
KC.
The Eagles.
Respectfully.
Bills.
The Bills.
Respectfully.
The Cowboys.
Number 4 is who?
No, the Dolphins.
The Dolphins and the Cowboys.
Cowboys. Vikings and Ravens.
I ain't got no problems with that.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I think they might have hit it spot on.
So time out now. So then we gotta keep that same energy with the Giants, and the Giants don't need to be top 10 because they lost to the Lions.
But the Giants beat.
No, you said
no,
that. But
Listen what I said about Minnesota. No, because you gonna say no, but listen what I said about Minnesota. Minnesota beat teams that were below 500 the whole season. The Giants been beating teams that's above 500 the whole season.
Time out now. Wait a minute. You only can beat who in front of you. You don't make this ain't college football. You can't make the schedule.
Hold on, wait. But see, this is the thing. We don't got the information about what happened last week. Giants could have been 6 for all we know last week, and then they gone to 10 because we lose to the Lions.
Now, James. Now you know this. You said, hold on now. Hold on. Wait a minute. Kansas City lost some games, but nobody gonna say nothing about that, right?
Yeah, tell me what
Kansas City lost to the Cardinals.
Tell me what Kansas City blew them boy out the water.
No, they blew them out. They lost to us, but we're not gonna talk. They lost to the Colts. Definitely.
No, and that's true, and that's true. So we in week 11, right? Let's go to week 9 power ranking.
No, we on week 12. Let's go to week 11.
Week 12. Yeah, week 12. Week 12.
Okay,
let's go to week 11 power rankings.
You're right. Because I lost week 9 in fantasy.
So week 11, Stinker's one. You funny. You real funny.
But check me out though. So we got the Eagles at 1. Kansas City. You got Minnesota at 3. You got the Dolphins at 4. You got the Bills at 5. You got Baltimore at 6. You got San Fran at 7. You got the Cowboys at 8. You got Tennessee at 9. And then you got the Jets at 10. So, like,
it's a whole new day. They sound a whole lot different, don't it?
Hey, but how we keep saying your number could be called any given Sunday. That's
Come down to the altar.
Thursday now. Monday or Thursday.
So I'm gonna tell you how the Giants got the number 10. So
talk about it.
Go down the list. Giants at 13, week 11. Guess what happened to Tampa? Guess what happened to Cincy? And guess what happened to the Jets for them to get the number 10?
They took L's.
So they took L's. So the Power Rangers still see the Giants as better teams than the teams that took L's. Even though they lost to the Lions. That's what the Power Rankings saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's what the Power Rankings saying.
All right. Hey, I hear you, man. But, what y'all think down in the comments section, man, we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. We gave y'all good 37 minutes of y'all time.
Yeah, man.
And make sure y'all get on the Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Discord, your mama's cell phone, your daddy's cell phone, and get on there, subscribe, like, comment, do all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I'm also want to say this, man. We are at 100 subscribers. I should have said this in the beginning, but we are at 100 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? We're working hard. We need to do this about 9 more times, then we can get this good money out of YouTube. But you know what I mean? You doing this for the love. You know man. Just some country people on here on this YouTube talking about football, man. And so you know what, man? We appreciate y'all. And Brother Young is going to close us out.
Hey, before I close this out, hey, I want to say again, man, thank you guys for stepping in and supporting me and my union with my beautiful wife, Mrs. Young, Jasmine.
That's my
Young.
cousin.
Listen. Also, I thank you guys for supporting my brother Queso Casino. On his bundle of blessings that is getting ready to adore the earth.
His registry will be in the Discord and in the description. So listen, for real. Hey,
also, listen, my baby is an event coordinator, event planner. So if y'all got any events, listen, hit us up in the comments. I'll give you that information as well. You see how we doing. We passing on the love. But like we said, hey, this going for the Ghost Snow. We about to be out of here. We had your boy James on here. Queso Casino, way too cool. And guess what? You're also kicking it with your boy Bartholomew. And we gonna get up out of here ahead of this. Y'all boys had a good night and be blessed. We out.
Stay blessed, baby.